in the 2 years, if you, like, I don't want to say that term, it's not the right term to say. Like, no, I can't say it. What? Like, a real man would be like, Soph, we can't see each other. I know we want to be together, but we need to put all this money in, so by the time you get here, we've got a deposit, we can move into a one-bedroom place, we'll have space in a safe place. You've basically moved yourself into a man cave.
Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video is going to be about Rob and Sophie, so let's get into it. So we leave off on the part where Rob and Sophie are having an argument over the fabricated threesome offer. And in the new episode, they get over the argument pretty quickly because Rob ends up telling her, "Oh, I'm just supporting you. I'm not really trying to bring in someone into the bedroom with us." But I just wanted to point out how miserable Sophie looks with him. And she's supposed to be getting married to him in 25 days. So almost every clip we see of her and Rob, it's either them arguing or she's just completely miserable. We then move on to them trying to cook a meal in the kitchen. And obviously, there's no counter space because it's an itty bitty kitchen. So Rob pulls out a TV tray for Sophie to then peel potatoes with him. Then he has the audacity to be like, "See, you couldn't do this in a big old kitchen." Here's the thing, Rob. You need to get a job. A job. The reason why you guys are living far below your means is because you don't want to work. That's the problem. And then you end up making Sophie feel like she's bad and she's bougie because you don't want to work. I also thought it was funny that Rob was opening up a new package of knives because apparently he doesn't have any knives. Aside from that, Sophie's mom is visiting in this episode, and she will be finally getting the chance to see where Rob and Sophie live. And I personally have been waiting for this moment ever since Sophie arrived because I knew that this was going to be a problem. When Claire arrives, Rob and Sophie visit her at her hotel, and she is super excited to see Sophie. And they begin to catch up. They start talking about the wedding, and Claire makes a joke about wanting to catch the bouquet and how she will knock Rob's mom to the ground for it. And he jokes how she is aggressive. And now, I know she doesn't like Rob. I personally don't like Rob, but I got the sense that he was joking, that like he was saying it just to kind of like be funny. But she totally took it the wrong way and she kind of made it about him not understanding British humor, which I thought it had nothing to do with that. I think she just took it the wrong way and wanted to kind of start something with him. In the next clip, Rob and Sophie are getting ready for Claire's arrival, and this is where we get to the juicy part.
Well,
This is the kitchen. This is our dining room with no dining table or chair. This is the bed, and so
You can tell on Claire's face, she's thinking, what the hell is this? Because if Rob was a sweet guy, this would kind of be a little bit understandable. However, this man is a major dick. So it's his attitude, the way he acts, on top of how he lives. And it's just one big storm of Sophie just needs to get the hell out of there. Hi, I just wanted to interject and say if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing because I'm planning on making a lot more.
You knew she was coming.
yeah.
Why wasn't there? Why haven't you sorted out a different place, a bigger place?
She is finally asking the questions that Sophie has probably held in the entire time that she's been in there.
Because in the last 2.5 years, I've been putting a lot of money into just us being together. I mean, the traveling, the everywhere we've had to stay. I mean, we literally lived in Playa for 2 months, so that was rent money going to a whole nother spot.
For me, that's just not a good enough excuse. If he's referring to living in Mexico for 2 months, then the cost of living is very inexpensive. And maybe he shouldn't be running off with a 20-year-old complaining about how he doesn't have enough money to support them both. This man is 32 years old. Why is he living his life as if though he's not a grown man and he shouldn't go off and get a real job?
Like, stand true to this. I think you could have done more. You two are in this situation because you didn't put enough effort into saving up for it. And whether you like it or not, she can't work. You knew when she got here, she can't work.
Rob definitely could have done a lot better. There's no reason as to why he is living in that studio apartment for 2 years, knowing that the whole plan was for him and Sophie to live
Agree
together.
that you did know the situation was going to be in, and when I came here, you didn't have a job lined up already. You knew I was coming here. You knew I couldn't work. You haven't had a job secured. You haven't had the place secured. There could have been a lot of things you could have done better. There was months I was saying, when are you going to get a job? When are you going to get a job? You're like, oh, yeah, soon, soon, soon. You didn't get a job.
Now, Sophie, I totally agree with you. However, you're saying all this stuff now because your mom is standing there right next to you. And I don't know if it's because she was afraid to say anything when he was there alone with her. However, she should have left when she found out that he was cheating the second time. It would have been a lot more valid and it would have made a bigger impact than leaving because you don't like his place. Leave because he cheated on you. Leave because he's not treating you right.
Y'all and these opinions is blowing my mind. Neither of y'all can sit here and tell me about what I should have done and what I should have, because neither of you guys have ever been at the bottom.
This is what happens when you point out the facts to an insecure man. They clearly laid out exactly what he did wrong and what he needed to fix. And instead of taking accountability, this man goes on a rampage and starts being extremely disrespectful to not only Sophie, but her mom.
Get the violin out.
Not even.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
In the slightest bit. I have
You
zero
have no
help.
idea what I've done.
I have
with my
zero
life.
help.
You have no idea.
I have zero help.
It's not about being at the bottom. It's the fact that you are lazy and that your girlfriend, who is 23 years old, has to tell you at 32 that you need to work.
My legs are shaking. I've got adrenaline. I don't want to kick off at him.
It's like absolutely ridiculous, like a child. Like, grow up.
They can't accept that they're not right.
I can hear you talking, and I feel like you're being extremely disrespectful.
Like, the out of here with that.
This is the teaser for next week's episode, and I hope that she goes back to London with her mom and she doesn't ever see Rob again, because just for the simple fact that he is yelling at her and her mom clearly shows that he doesn't even deserve to be married to her. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video. Please consider subscribing and like the video if you did. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.